Right there under the coin. Oh, is that a coin? Look right there, look right there.
That looks like that was stabbed.
Get ready for something amazing this week on History Seekers.
What is going on, guys? We are back out here at the Spanish-American War Camp, out here with my buddy Brandon. He's already digging targets. You got a target there. We're gonna work our way up this way. We think they got paid right here.
All right, guys, I had a pretty good signal on the Garrett AT MAX. It was like a 52 to 55. And it is a button, isn't it?
Yep, sure is.
It looks like the top's gone off of it though, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, they used this camp during World War I, or training for World War I. And we find a lot of like coverall buttons, stuff like that. Some of them will say U.S. Army on the front. Rub the front of it and see what you see. I don't think that's one of those, but I don't know,
no,
it could be.
It does have like a design, you know, where it's like serrated looking, but no. Hey,
clean it up. It may turn out to be something good. All the stuff we find here, we don't find very much civilian stuff here at all, Brandon.
Okay, well, there you go.
So
that's pretty cool. We'll take it for sure.
Hey, Brandon, didn't you say you're allergic to poison oak?
I am, big time.
And poison ivy? What do they say, leaves of 3?
Oh, I'm gonna be covered, man.
There's leaves of 3 million. I wonder if 3 million counts.
I don't know. I'm not looking forward to a couple days from now. I know that.
I know. We're out here filming videos for you guys so that you don't have to be. Be sure to check out Brandon's channel, Adventure Archaeology. All right, got a 72 signal. Give me the dot right there. We're gonna dig that up, see what it is. Could be a button, could be a shotgun shell. Let's see what we find. Brandon's digging a target right over there. During the Spanish-American War and also World War I, when they were out here, they had 32 caliber revolvers, and I think that is a casing to one of them right there. They actually had some racial unrest out here, and some of the troops were shooting at each other, believe it or not, and that could have been from that event. So we're gonna put that in the finds pouch and keep on up that hill towards the trash pit. All right, I definitely got a 4570 casing here. That's a big old boy. 4570, Spanish-American War all day long. Been chasing that signal around in the trash. We'll take that. Look at that big old monster. Yeah, I got like a 71 or 72 on the Manticore, so, and I don't know that machine well enough really to say, but
it's a little bit deeper than the surface here. And that's one of the things about this spot that a lot of people have always questioned, is why the targets are always shallow. If you look, there's rocks on top of the ground. We're on the side of a mountain here in Alabama, or what we consider a mountain. And it seems to me that the soil did not allow the objects to sink like they should have.
Oh, you can hear it hitting all the rock and the gravel as it goes down.
Yep. It's an interesting spot for sure. One of the only places in Alabama that I've ever dug like this, to be truthful.
Targets here, I mean, we've never dug a whole lot of deep targets here.
And I apologize, guys, if this takes me a second to get it out of here.
Yeah, you had to pick through all the rocks.
Yeah, the rocks are insane. Not picking it up with a pinpointer yet. Must be deeper than I thought. I'm gonna turn my camera off. I'll turn it back on whenever I get closer.
I'll keep rolling then if we...
Yeah, keep yours rolling. It's hard for me to...
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll keep rolling and you can just have some of the footage. Oh, it's in there still.
Well, it cleared up, didn't it?
It did clear up. You might.
Oh, there it is right there. It's a coin.
Oh, it is a coin.
Is it going to be a wheat or an Indian? That's the question.
Yeah, could be either, because like I say, you had World War I troops and Span Am troops here, so it could be an Indian or it could be a wheat.
Let's see. It's a wheat. Should be able to get a date off of it. Hopefully,
it's gonna be an early wheat.
1920. It looks like.
That was after they were here.
Could have been dropped by a hunter.
Yeah, could have.
But there again, we'll take it. You can see the 1 cent barely on the back right there.
Cool. Wheat,
yeah,
wheat cent. There, guys, got a 51 signal here on the Manticore. 51, 52. Let's dig it up, see what it is. All right, guys, so you know I dug that 32 casing earlier, and I just dug a 32 projectile, I don't know, maybe 20 yards from here. And this is inside the camp, so I think we could be on where they had that racial unrest, and it all started over a poker game. All over a poker game, Brandon. Crazy. Is what the you know, what some of the press of the time says. So who knows, we may find some more stuff like that. Be cool if we found some of their poker chips. Hey guys, check this out. I have a piece of old glass here. Brandon, this is has like purple or something, kind of a purple tinge to it, I think. Oh, it's thick glass. Look at that. Did that go to anything? If you don't know, Brandon's our local bottle expert.
That was either a medicine panel or a whiskey panel. With the coloration that's on it, that's from exposure to sunlight. So the longer this stuff was exposed in the sun, the more purple it gets.
All right, what year? I mean, I know that's a long shot.
It's a long shot, but based on the way that it's shaped and everything and the thickness of it, I'd say it has to be around turn of the century. So it should be right in the 80s war camp. So that makes perfect sense.
Cool.
Maybe there's a whole one out here. If
I hope so. Let's see if we can find a whole one. All right, Brandon's got a bottle here. It's sticking out of the ground.
Well, Heath, you just found a piece of glass right up there.
Yeah.
And I walked probably 15 yards to the side.
Is it whole?
No, it's broken, but I can probably get some identifying marks off of the bottom.
Wasn't a straight side Coke, was it?
It says GM Co. No?
What is that?
I think that's a beer.
An old beer, though?
Yep, that's an old. Oh, it's old for sure.
Turn of the century old?
Yeah.
They drink a lot of beer here.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were stationed here and probably a little bit bored. You know, some of the time, you know?
Yeah, when they wasn't fighting with each other.
But yeah, it's BGM Co. If I remember right, that company went out of business in about 1903.
Okay.
So that's definitely Pan Am era.
Yeah. Very interesting. Nice. All right, we're going to keep looking. There's more of the dump up that way. We're going to keep heading that way. Got a 75 signal. It's bouncing around a little bit. 74, 75. We're going to dig that up. Maybe nothing, but just see. So I just pulled the hole up, pried some roots out, and look, it's still tangled up. Oh, wow, look at that right there. It's part of an old lantern.
Does the knob say anything? That's usually what has
I don't know.
Maker on it.
Right here?
Yep.
If it does, it's still dirty. Let's see if we can rub it off on camera here. It does say something.
Yeah.
I can't read it. Can you read it, Brandon?
Yeah, let's see. Let's just take a look. Yeah, there we go. It says, I can see a P and an A Co.
Okay.
But there's more to it. Well. Yeah. I'm gonna move it up closer to where I can see. Yeah, it says something P and A Co.
All right, we'll put it up here if we can get it dated.
Oh, it's got a patent date right there.
Nice, nice.
Patent. Looks like it's in 1883.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Pan Am camp. Makes sense. That signal was screaming. I don't know how we missed that before. You know?
That's awesome. Well, it just shows you, man.
It's never dug out.
One coil missing it in, in one swing.
A game of inches.
That's cool, man.
Game of inches. So you think it's got a patent date, huh?
Yeah, I think it's either a patent date or a patent number right there on that side.
You think 18, did you say 83?
Yeah, it looks like it says 1883. But there again, it could be the, you know, how they have patent numbers too.
Sure.
But that's still cool, man.
Very cool. We'll take that out.
Oh, yeah.
56 signal. 57, and it's right on the dot, right there on the line too. So we're gonna dig that up. Let's see what it is. See if we can pinpoint it down real quick. Right there under the coil. All right, so we're gonna kick the leaves back right there. I hope I didn't move it. Oh, there it is. All right, so it sounded shallow. I just pulled a little bit of dirt out of the hole here. Let me get the camera set up. Oh, is that a coin? Look right there, look right there.
Wait,
no.
There's a button?
Oh, you don't have your camera on? Oh, sorry.
All right, let's see what you got.
I got a button, dude. I got a button. I got a button. I got a button. That looks like a military button.
Yes, it does.
I can't tell what it's got on. Oh, I think. Trying to get orientation on it. That looks like.
Is it a shield?
I can't tell. It's a two-piece button though. It's got the shank on the back. I think that's going to be a Pan Am button.
Heck yeah.
I think. No. Let's see. I can't tell. We're going to have to clean it up.
Yeah.
That's a cool one. That's a cool one right there, buddy. Get in close on that.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Can't wait to see what that looks like cleaned up, man.
Yep. We're getting into some glass, guys.
Well,
look, there's the top right there. That's an old one.
Yeah, it's going to be cork top.
That's 1800s for sure.
And
what do you think about that?
It's got a big kick up right there. That's almost like a drinking glass. I believe that would have been a glass to drink out of.
Yeah.
I think that's a separate piece to a separate bottle. I could be wrong. But
Man,
the color matches.
Yeah, the color does match.
I don't know, that's a weird kick up. That's not a soda or anything that I can identify right off the bat.
There's more glass right there.
That's gonna be like an old wine or a beer. Look up there, there's another piece. We're definitely on the spot.
Look, right behind you, there's more, Brandon. Look.
Oh yeah, another big piece.
We're getting into the dump here. Hopefully we find some full bottles.
Yeah, that's very possible.
Cool. Is that a bullet casing? Look right there.
Oh, it's on the surface.
On the surface.
That's funny.
That, I don't think is a 4570. It could be. I don't think it's too short for a 4570. Huh. Bullet casing, but it's of that time period.
There's another piece to a flask. Another piece. The problem is in Alabama,
all these rocks.
Everything was logged too. If you look at all these trees, some of them are big. So when they came through the skidders, a lot of the stuff got crushed unless it was buried.
Yeah.
There's some more pieces. I mean, it's glass everywhere, but
yeah, we're on the dump here. I think this is the edge. Look right here, Brandon. No, that's a leaf. Never mind. Never mind.
Never mind.
Don't look here.
That purple glass is beautiful though.
All right, guys. So I got it out of the hole. Hey, Brandon, come on over here. It's I see it. It's right there. I think I know what it's gonna be.
Let's see what you got.
Look right there.
Oh, there you go.
Harmonica reed. It's broken. It's a piece of harmonica reed, but we'll take it.
This is nowhere near that harmonica hill what we named
yeah,
it, is
it is. This is harmonica hill, and we actually have dug some whole harmonicas here.
Well, we found quite a few pieces here a few years back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've honestly got a little bit turned around walking in here because
it's easy to do over here. Easy to do.
That's cool, man.
Good find. So another relic.
And this was just below the leaves right here. And Heath, what do you think that is?
I think that's the side of a canteen right there.
Okay.
And this piece is actually part of the mess kit. It's breaking apart. See that ring right there? I'm pretty sure that's part of the mess kit. Now, that could be Span Am or World War I. I don't know. You just have to look at some of the different ones and see. But I'm pretty sure that that's part of a canteen.
That looks like that was stabbed.
It does. Yeah,
that looks like the width of a sword, doesn't it?
Yeah, or a bayonet, a big bayonet. I don't know.
That's interesting.
Or a big knife.
I don't think that's a natural rot through piece.
No.
It's crazy that D-ring's still on there. I would have thought that would have rusted off.
Yeah. I found a mess kit here, and some of my buddies found 7 canteens in one hole. They didn't film it, but they were here without me.
I thought they said they're your buddies. Why didn't they film it?
I don't know. They hate me. They hate our viewers, Brandon.
I'm just kidding.
Our viewers, they hate them, so they didn't film it. But so I think that's part. And that looks like a bullet hole in that canteen right there.
It does, doesn't it?
They probably use it target practice.
They set it up?
They could have. They were bored, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we can find.
Good find. Good find. So I just dug up something. It was a real bad signal, like in the 20s on the Equinox. If I dug it up anyway, it's this really thin, ornate piece. It looks like it's either broken right there on the end or had a hole there. I first thought maybe it's part of a spoon, but I don't think so. What do you think that is? It's super thin. And we're over here in the trash section at the Span Am / World War I camp. It's got ridges on it. I don't know what it is. We're gonna let Brandon take a look at that, see what he thinks. Next to that canteen and mess kit, there's another piece of the canteen, and look right here, Brandon has the neck of an old beer.
There's probably a piece of it right there, so you can see how thick that glass is, but you see how that top is blobbed like that?
Yeah.
That's gonna be 1890s more than likely.
Okay, so would it have cork in it?
Yeah, that would have been a cork top, or it would have had like a little metal ring that would have had a clasp on it that would hold the top on there.
Neat.
But that's definitely old. That's awesome.
Nice. They'd probably taken target practice to that too. That's probably why it's all broken. There's a bullet hole in the canteen.
Yeah, now I gotta figure out how to put all this in my pouch.
Yeah. All right, so Brandon just got that canteen up there, and I dug part of what I think is an old hinge to a door. Probably part of their headquarters, something like that. I don't know. See what else we can find. Well, that's kicking dirt back to find a target, and there is more of one of those bottles. 1800s, more bottles. This one's broken too, but we're gonna find a hole, and I hope.
So I had a 51 to a 55 signal on the AT MAX. I thought it was going to be a shotgun shell, but if you look right here, whenever I pulled it out, it's topped to a bottle. That's not a screw top. See, that's a cork top bottle.
How about that?
And that's like a press top that went over top of it. What's interesting though is right here, it actually has some ID on it. And if you look, it looks like it says wire.
Huh.
So we're going to have to work on that to get it. It says camps. Oh man, what? That's actually pretty cool. Something Camps pure ketchup. That's a ketchup top.
How about that?
I don't know what the first word would have been though.
That's weird, man.
Yeah.
I guess they like their ketchup with their fries here in camp.
Yeah.
I like ketchup with my fries.
Me too, man. I'm hungry. Quit talking about food.
I know, right? All right, guys, so we were talking about the infighting with the troops, and here's a bullet. You can see the base of the bullet right there, and it is flattened out. I mean, just mushroomed like crazy. Almost like it was fired point blank into the ground. That's kind of odd. Well, not exactly a great find, but it tells part of the story of this place. All right, guys, got a signal here. It's a 45. It's jumping around. I guess I should have swung over this before peed right here. But as luck would have it, there's a signal. I'm just kidding. The leaves are wet, but it does look like it. I asked Brandon if he did it, but no, it's just the water. So let's take it up, see what it is. I hope he didn't pee right here. Well, I got the PP signal out, and it was a shotgun shell. I had to dig through that for a shotgun shell. I'm just kidding. It really was water, I think. All right, let's see what else we can find.
H, 3.5 pounds. So that's why I said it was so heavy. 3.5 pounds.
Huh. You found this, it's a weight, huh? To balance a scale? Is that what that is?
It's either for a scale or, that almost looks like that says July. I don't know why. That may have a date on it. I don't know if it's to a scale or it could have been to weigh a tent down. You know, clocks back then had to have these to hang from a clock too, like a grandfather clock.
That's neat. Let me know what that is.
Yeah, we'll see if we can do some research and figure it out.
Very cool. If you know, let us know. Brandon's digging a target over there, and I've got about a 59 to 61 signal. Not a great signal, but it's coming up kind of like where that other button came up, so let's dig it up. I got one of those catsup lids too, Brandon. We're detecting for bottles again.
I've got one right here.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yours is in better shape than mine.
Yeah. I'll be dang. I wish we could find a whole one. So I was digging where that catsup top was, and this almost whole bottle pops out.
Paul Jones Pure Rye, Louisville, Kentucky.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's
It's
pretty
a
cool.
miniature whiskey, huh?
Yeah, it's tough to find anything with a seal down here in the South like that. So
Really?
it's probably not the rarest one. Paul Jones, and you know, being from Kentucky, there was a lot of whiskeys up there. So
Being Jones, he's got to be a good guy.
well, that's true. It's probably your great uncle, right?
Probably. Making whiskey, yeah.
That's funny though. It shows you they were drinking a lot of alcohol and eating a lot of ketchup up here.
And shooting a lot.
And shooting a lot, yeah. That's a neat bottle though. That's worth keeping even with the top sheared off.
Okay, cool. I'll
Heck
do
yeah.
it. I just keep pulling stuff out of this hole. I get a metal signal, I dig, and then there's glass in there. Brandon says that's a 1800s whiskey. It's really thick. Check that out. Kept getting a metal signal. Finally dug it up after all that glass, and it's an old ration can. And it's just coming. It's literally coming apart. There's no saving that, but it's an old ration can. Pretty neat. All right, guys, got a solid 36, 37 signal on the Manticore. Just right on the line there. I'm gonna let you look. See that? We're gonna dig that up. Let's just see what it is. All right, guys, that 36 signal, 37 was this metal box. I don't know what that is. It's got a round hole in this end and this end. No clue. It almost looks like an electrical box, but it's too small. And they wouldn't have had electrical boxes here then. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so Brandon and I are going to start working that way. We've never explored that side of the camp as much, so we're going to go over there, see if we can find another spot, maybe even another little hot spot. And if you hadn't seen some of our other videos from here, we found some really great stuff. I'm going to put a link up in the upper right there, a little card that you can click on if you want to see one of the older videos if you hadn't caught some of those. Pretty cool finds from here.